Gets it over to Jack Johnson, pressured by Hoodler. Back to Savard on the near side. Now Atkinson will work it to the line. Long pass up the far wing. Carried in by Bork with a shot and stopped by Ramo, who hangs on for a faceoff. Derek Englund over to TJ Brody. Back to his partner, Derek Englund. Bank pass, Hoodler tipped it in. Top line up for Calgary. On goal, Bobrovsky stops the puck and elects to cover up for a whistle. Still sweeps to the side, but Prout keeps it alive with a shot. Hit the stick of Hartnell, never got through. Prout got it back. That shot blocked. Backlund knocks it down and works the puck out to center ice. Michael Backlund carries in on the wing. Line mates changing, tries a shot. That deflects right to Bobrovsky, who hangs on. Throw, back to Weidman. Pass tipped. Russell keeps it onside. Johnny Gaudreau feeds it down low to Hoodler up front. Monahan scores! Well, that was pretty. Didn't take long for the Flames power play. 1-0 Calgary.
And very much like their power play goal Thursday night versus Philadelphia, if you stay above the goal line, you make yourself dangerous, and the goaltender cannot cheat for the pass across the crease. And here's a perfect example. Yuri Hoodler right there. That was the exact same play as last game, except tonight or this afternoon, it's to Monahan and not Gaudreau. So terrific chemistry right there. Great read and high skill level to get that pass through.
A little tired. Keeps the puck though. Back to Russell. Trying to find Gaudreau. That's broken up but not cleared out. Kept in by Yuri Hoodler. Here's Gaudreau coming up front. Poke check. Hoodler. Shot. Bobrovsky makes the save. Got the glove on that one. TJ Brody. Lance Boma tips it in. Dalton Prout to the puck. Tootin feeds it ahead. Here comes Hartnell over the line. Slap shot. Ramos save. Rebound loose. It's blocked. He scored the second rebound. Hit the crossbar. He's all by himself. And now he trips up Backlund, who falls again. That allows Dano to get a shot away off Ramo behind the net. Dano fed it back out front for Hartnell. Forced towards the boards. Now a shot into traffic. Loose puck in the crease. Still loose. Pass broken up by Johansson at center ice. Works it down the wing. Ryan Johansson out front. They score. Nice pass and good finish by the former Flame, Rene Bourque. And we're tied at 1.
And the Blue Jackets attack through the neutral zone, and this is a really high skill pass from Ryan Johansson. And you're going to see right here's the turnover. Johansson, and he enters the zone, waits, lots of patience, and threads a beautiful pass to Rene Bourque. But the turnover leads to high skill from the 22-year-old Ryan Johansson, and Rene Bourque is a beneficiary of that skill level. Ties the game at 1.
Third goal as a Blue Jacket for Bourque since coming over from Anaheim. Over to Dennis Weidman. Back to Chris Russell. Michael Ferland on the wing with a long shot. Glove save Bobrovsky, and he hangs on with 7:33 to go. Watched by Brody. Dano knocked down by Brody. Boma plays it around the boards. Hartnell cut it off. Side of the goal, Foligno trying to work it out front. Finally got a shot away. It's chipped wide on the rebound as well.
Good reaction by Tootin to recognize how dangerous that play is.
Top line up for Calgary. Johnny Gaudreau with a long shot. Glove save Bobrovsky. And he hangs on with 6.5 minutes left in the period. Sean Monahan. Pass blocked by Foligno, but it bounces right to Gaudreau. Dennis Weidman shoots. Stopped by Bobrovsky. Rebound to Prout. Off the boards and down the ice. Winger win. Hoodler gets it back to Russell. Yuri Hoodler. Hoodler shoots off the crossbar, and that deflects way over the glass and out of play.
Foligno, of course, is not a natural centerman, but just because of injuries, he volunteered to go play up the middle. He's normally a winger.
There's a shot by Boma off the wing, stopped by Bobrovsky, who covers up for a whistle. Taken away by Kevin Connauton. Former third-round draft pick of the Vancouver Canucks, lost the puck to Matt Stajan. Behind the net, trying to cut out front, turns to the forehand off the outside of the post. Johnny Gaudreau at center. Sean Monahan flips that in. Bobrovsky stops it. Gave it away. Hoodler scores! Miscue by Bobrovsky. And it's 2-1 Calgary.
I'm not sure why the hesitation from Bobrovsky. It looked to me as though he was having a decision whether he wanted to hold the puck for a face-off right here and or then get rid of it, and he did not make the right decision. He waited way too long right here, and then he just gave it right to Sean Monahan.
Right in with a shot. Bobrovsky with a pad save, and Ferland gets the puck in the corner. Played behind the net, they jam away. Stage it. Had a chance, turned aside. Back to Russell at the line. Nice move by Russell. Over to Wideman. Wideman shoots. Bobrovsky save. Rebound. Put wide of the goal. Good pressure by the fourth line. Puck down low. Crowd liking this shift by Stage and Ferland and Bowling. Puck played around. Russell will keep it alive. Chris Russell. High slot Bowling. Turns with a shot. Deflected out front. Wideman shoots. Bobrovsky save. Rebound loose. Bobrovsky down. Corrals his stick. Cardinals got a new stick out front for Johansson. He was tied up and the Flames chip it out. Might have a 3-on-2. Here's David Jones. Jones down the wing. Pass out front. Gaudreau shoots. Stopped by Bobrovsky, who came out to challenge. The puck gets it behind the net. Back out front for Colborne in the traffic. Pinballing around. Puck still loose. Net's dislodged. As Bobrovsky's on his backside, the whistle blows. Prout played it ahead and Jared Boll tipped it in. Ramo has to wait for it to roll off the boards. Ooh! Brody taken down hard in the corner as he goes shoulder first. Popped away from Moore to Hartnell, and he clears. Look out, Anisimov trying to steal from Wideman. Cuts in front. Ramo down. Puck loose. Ramo makes the save. And he hangs on. Dangerous play there. Back to Russell. Stage it. Out front. Tipped by Russell. Turned aside by Bobrovsky. He was moving the other way too. Now comes back to the crease. And Bobrovsky now covers up for a whistle. Behind the net to Dano. Hopped off a stick into the corner. Tied up by Backlund. Pass all the way across to Prout. Prout tries a shot with traffic. Ramo down, and he covers up at the side of the crease. So 2 minutes each for roughing all four players.
Well, that makes sense, yep.
Jackets try to work it out front. Shot blocked. Second shot got through. Letestu pulled the trigger, and Ramo gloves that. Lauren behind the net. Out the other side. Turns to shoot. Deflects through the slot. Anisimov watched by Backlund. Now Jenner. Turning. Played it out front. Cut off by Ramo. Pressure by Anisimov. Russell retreats into his own end. Gave it away. Anisimov cuts out front of the backhand. Scores! Russell coughs up the puck, and Artem Anisimov ties the game at 2.
Great patience by Anisimov and angling. And he's going to force Chris Russell to retreat back into his zone. And Russell is just going to reverse the puck off the end boards to his partner. And I'm not sure if it's just a bad bounce or if he didn't accurately predict the angle that he is at. And I think it's more the latter there. And then Ramo with a bit of a poke check, and Anisimov just flips it over short side. I said late in the second period, this is not an easy game for Ramo. I'm certainly not putting the blame on him on this goal, but
Flames, they win the face-off. Russell shot off the outside of the net, bounces up front to Hoodler on the backhand. Gaudreau's all tied up. Bobrovsky dives back on top of the puck. Works it across. Monahan, Russell, fakes, waits for traffic. Wideman, Russell, shoots, and Bobrovsky got a piece of that. Penalties over to Tootin and Gaudreau. Pass up front for Monahan, doesn't connect. Gaudreau right back into the power play. Wideman shoots. Blocker saved by Bobrovsky. Quarter zone. Monahan. Hoodler out front. Jams it on goal. Bobrovsky saved. Wideman with the rebound. Turns back to Monahan. To Wideman. To Monahan. To Wideman. Thought about going back over to Monahan. Instead gives the puck to Gaudreau. Wideman. Chris Russell out front off of the skate of Monahan wide. Russell fires the puck in. Connaughton to it. Lays it up the boards. Russell steps in front of that pass. Shot off the outside of the net by Hoodler. Out front, great stop by Bobrovsky off Monahan from point-blank range. TJ Brody as the crowd comes alive. Ahead to Granlund who feeds it across. Nice stop, Bobrovsky off of Raymond coming in off his off wing. Chris Russell steals a pass. And the Flames deflect it out the center. Savard there to backhand it in. Wideman. Russell. Sean Monahan back. 29 goals. Ahead to Yuri Hoodler. Nice play out front to Monahan. Looking for 30. Put it off the goalpost. Goals. Ahead to Yuri Hoodler. Nice play out front to Monahan. Looking for 30. Put it off the goalpost. And back comes Foligno shorthanded. Nick Foligno down the wing, cuts up front, backhand shot, nice stop by Ramo. as Foligno produced a good scoring chance. Colborne cut off by Foligno. Behind the net for Hartnell. Looking out front. Shot wide by Johnson. Puck comes back to Savard. Savard with a shot. Tipped on goal. Ramo down. Puck loose. And it's taken by Matt Stajan. Colborne stick. Johansson has the puck. Scott Hartnell now. Tied up. Puck in the corner. Chipped up along the boards. Time winding down. That'll do it. As we head to overtime. Puck took a weird hop in behind the net.
That's that same end that does that often, right? I saw that versus Philadelphia a couple
Stanchion.
times. Yes.
Here come the Blue Jackets. Foligno cuts to the middle. Hard pass. Shot stopped by Ramo, and the rebound goes wide. 2 minutes in overtime as Russell works it towards the line and finds Joe Colborne, the Calgary native, down the wing. Colborne, Wideman shoots, and that goes off the shoulder of Bobrovsky, off the glass and out of play. Connaughton threw it out front. The flex on the ball. They score the rebound. Backhanded in. Rene Bourque, the former Flame, with his second of the game. The winner in overtime as the Jackets beat the Flames 3-2.
And all sorts of zone possession by the Blue Jackets. The Flames defenders were tired, and the Blue Jackets continue to cycle the puck, try and spread out the Flames defenders, and Kevin Connaughton eventually throws the puck to the front of the net. Not outside play, perimeter play, and then Rene Bourque just goes to the front of the net. And he's in good position right there. He's a big body, good hands, and he's able to get that rebound after the initial deflection play, and right there from a really difficult angle. And the Blue Jackets win in overtime 3-2.
Bobrovsky with 38 saves for the win.